person want to hurt her mom?
Well, that part is unclear. And I think it's important. And this is what I would say, even if I was working this case and sitting with the family, and I'd say it now, that we don't have any evidence that she's deceased. And I think it's important not to come to any conclusions. Time can make us more anxious. Uh, Time without more significant leads uh, becomes very frustrating and requires more patience. But the reality is, we've seen cases, and they're rare, but we've seen cases resolve, and we just don't know enough. There are just too many anomalies with this case to be able to say with any certainty what's happened. So it's really important to be following through with the greatest level of fidelity with every um, technique to try to resolve this safely.
I don't know if you've seen this segment from several months ago, but Savannah came back to Tucson and kind of like a trip back to her hometown. And she was with her mom for much of the segment. And they went to different spots in town. And one of them was this famous Mexican place that I actually went to last night. And the waiter was telling me that he remembers when they came in, it was a big to do, and that since then, law enforcement have reached out to the restaurant trying to see, was there anyone strange that showed up or anything weird that happened when they were filming their segment there, which leads me to believe like they're obviously looking into this stalker theory. If it is a stalker or someone obsessed with Savannah, would there be some evidence that they could find? Like, would it likely be someone who had tried to reach out to her before?
Potentially, and that's why they're taking these steps. So to sort of recreate the last, even potentially few years from fan letters, from email, from um, folks that have maybe signed up or shown up in places that could have been meet and greets for her, as well as something like this, where a restaurant is used and very very close to locals, and there isn't any kind of discrimination of who could be close. So recreating those and understanding who could have been there, finding pictures, even personal pictures, somebody that was just there. And as she walked by, kind of, by the rope where she's going in with her mother, that might have caught people in the background. And, when you have more time, when there isn't the urgency around chasing leads, you really can be much more methodical and go back and do a deep scrape of these kind of engagements where there might be a video, a recollection, somebody that, well, I didn't think